Welcome back, everybody, to my channel. Today, we're gonna continue develop the tradition mode of MW5 Pinball 5 Mercenary. Um, yes. Last time was starting doing the targets, drop targets mode. We developed uh a sequence for change targets, and this is our targets that is been changing every 20 seconds. And I did some corrections that I found that it will need, like for example this uh first trigger, that every time that this is triggered first time, it don't wait 20 seconds to start getting the target. So it will do A first, it will do once, and then it will get any target if the condition is good, which is we got players drop targets if it's greater. We got if it's true, so we're gonna continue. I add as well two target left tradition. So because I remember that um these two drop targets, it only get dropped if the ball get hit on it. It not got an auto drop. So basically, we need to drop these two target before we can do a whole loop and get into the hiding path. And because we are working to, of course, locking balls now, that's what we're gonna do in this video. We're gonna start locking and working for lock ball. And but I just want to do a little recap so you remember what is going on. And basically, yeah, that's one of the other two things that I add. Then we go to the next here scenario that I also add this because I forget, and when I compile, it give you error because if you're using this, you need to do this. Um, so now I add that, and then so this is get active and it's set whatever time I put here, and then which is I think is right here on the above, which is zero point 0.2 second. So now we got the regular stuff. I update here. I basically did a collapse it some updates, so every zero point 0.2 second I need to update because remember we kind of cheat a little bit in the last video has a pilot. We cheat to kind of use what we already have, so we don't have to waste that time to do everything. So basically, every tick, this is gonna be update for arcade target left to drop target players, and like that, each player will be update as this is, and whenever you hit something, it will subtract this, and this will update back to this according whatever player is in the action. And so then I we got some sequence here that we make sure everything is false, but I also remember that, like I mentioned before, that we need to drop those target last to make sure when we start locking ball those target are dropped. So basically here is when arcade target left are equal to, it will trigger this, and it will actually trigger the boolean for the saying that this is active, and it will not permit that this change. So it will send this to true. Now, no matter what, how many time is, it will not change the option of the targets, and it will stay with this target of left and right orbit. And then the count will be 2. Everything's going to be false. So if something was true, it will change to right and left orbit. And this is going to continue being used. And when those targets are dropped, it will it will pass here. So like I also add this because I was analyzing a little bit what I did, and we need to prevent to the pass. Only we want this pass when all the targets are death or kill. So that this is gonna be true up to when it gets 0 or less. So basically, that's what we did in the last video and what I add today. And now we're gonna get focused on locking ball. So this is the timing that I add over here because of what I'm planning to do. Give me one second, right here and right here. So what I'm planning to do is when this is get active, and because we want to keep the progress each ball for each player, I was thinking that whatever the player active this sequence will stop from completely to continue doing sequence, and it will be active the locking ball system that we're going to work today. And to do that, we need to get some variables done that we don't have for the player and for all the players. So, for example, we got some spinner 1, spinner 2. We got dropship that we didn't use, so we probably gonna delete this one, and then I'm just gonna leave it there just in case something, but we already done with the dropship. We designed the system. We didn't need any save because we're going to continue resetting. And now we are in the targets that we are using. And this is the only two that we have left after we get this done. But now I want to do drop targets for locking ball 1 and 2 and and then we had to do the same thing for attack as we actually if we read attack, we kind of want to simulate whatever this is it for attack, but in this case, we want to lock 3 balls. On this case, we just want to lock 2 balls because as right before, we're going to engage lock balls on left scoop and hiding scoop to start MATLAB. So basically, it's 2 ball lock when you complete your targets, and on the attack, it will be 3 ball lock that we have to work separately. And we want to keep that progress to every ball that you play, so you have in mind that when you lose a ball, you continue your progress on your next game. So for doing that, we need to basically start a new variable that we're gonna call it drop target lock ball 1, and that is right here. So I'm gonna call it um, drop target, or you know what? No drop target. Well, yeah, just to give it to follow. Drop target lock ball 1. And we need to do 2 because what I gonna keep in mind is what we're gonna keep in mind is if it's 0, it will we can say okay, no problem, it's 0, so we're not locking any ball, and we can continue doing this process. So let me do the other second one. I will duplicate this one and just say this, change the last number, and like that I can put workload 2, and I can add this, and this is going to be for every player. So then we have to do the same thing like this for every player. But on this one, what I want to do is I do it in a integer, because if it's 0, it's like off. Is it 1, it's like on. I think it's easier to track like that because what we're gonna do is, like, let's say the player start locking ball. That means that this is gonna convert for 1 if he locked the ball. If he didn't lock the ball, now, and basically we need to say that he started the locking ball, and the locking ball is somewhere how safe. So because what I want to do is, if the player is locking in the locking ball, I want to prevent to run this in the next game that he start playing. So let's say you start the locking ball, and then you drain your ball and you lost your first ball, and you was in this mode starting getting locked. So I had to turn on the program. Okay, this player was on this mode, and we not want to start this because we are on the other mode. Okay, so we are in the mode that we already set up here for this player. So, and that's why this is gonna be off, and we need to tell them, okay, start this mode back again. That is the mode of locking ball, and check that. So that's why we are doing this, because we also want to track if the lock ball is true, okay, and it's off, or is true, or off. So we're gonna do that, and we also gonna get this more and probably do another one to player. Gonna multiply this and say player start lock ball mode. Okay, but I'm gonna put a player star this target locking ball mode. So this is gonna be a boolean, and now this boolean, we can set it here every time as whatever the player has. So basically, if we start that mode here, one of the things that also we need to do, it said, you know what, the player start this. We player start this, okay? And that's on one of the things that, because we are doing um, kind of standard coding for every player, we had to track this in some way, how every time that we are running. So, and that's the way that we are kind of updating here. So basically we probably had to work a little bit around this one, because if the player change it, we had to also say the player it is triggered, and that's what. So we have to do a system. The player one is playing. Check that mark, and I think we can use, now I'm thinking, this reset and say, okay, right here, if the player is playing, we're gonna get this player check mark, but we need to do the same thing for each player here, and the same thing for each player. So let's do it right away. Let's start with this one and just put same thing here, but say player one. But you know what? Make it easier. We cut this and just say here player zero. Player zero has player one, because look at this. If I do this, I don't have to worry to change anything, because everything's gonna be boom, 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 right away. So 0 for 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. And then I can do the same thing to this one. And I can multiply this and say, you know what, player play. I put player 0. And then we got that. Tac, tac, tac. That's it. 0, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And then I can do the same thing to this and say, you know what, player 0. Now I can do 1, 2, 3. And we got that for each player. It's kind of long, but like that we can keep tracking what we're doing. And now that we got this, we can say every time that, because we are doing this check mark here, we also want to check mark for player. Okay, so basically we're gonna put player 0 to player 1 if it's true, and we're gonna check mark that. And so I see this, let's put it over there. Player 0, player 1, and yeah, player 2 here, and player 3 to here. So make sure that now the player is being changed, and that means that it will save the situation when it triggers this. And of course, we have to go back here. I will not do this. This is going to be the last thing that we're going to do with the 2 and 3, because as I develop the player 1, then it's just copy the same thing, and I don't have to work and time the same thing. So right now I will get, because we are working player 1, this one to here. So basically that did it come? Didn't accept it. There you go. So basically, if it's player 0, whatever this is it will set this every tick. So every time that the player come back, if was true, it will set this to true. And because we got that, now we can say, you know what? Don't play this only if it's false. So, and to do that, we can come back here, and now this is what we do. So this is going to be play only if this is false. So because the first thing that we are doing is set up whatever we got here, and other thing that consider here, that when the tick is come, the first tick, it will set this timer for 0.2 seconds. So basically this is going to launch on 0.2 seconds. So I don't want to deal with this after 0.3 seconds. So I will do a delay and say, you know what, I want you to delay 0.5 seconds to be safe, and launch this. So the game run this first before continue with this. And like that, don't create a little bug. So because if I launch this, we don't know what's going on, it will be all messed up. So with that said, we got already player for that, and also we need to track the ball locks. So let's get player 1, which is this one, ball lock 1 to here, and we're gonna say ball lock 2 for player 1. Oh, this is ball lock 2 for player 1 here. So we're gonna do, remember, the same thing for each player when we get it. So like that, we know what player, how many ball we're gonna have, and like that, we can continue or doing this or not, and we can we can launch for the process of the the uh the lock ball. So with that said, we need to, that means this is true, we gonna engage the new lock ball system that we had to create. That's gonna be there, and for that we have to create a new uh uh event. Sorry, add custom event right here, and this custom event is gonna be called drop target lock ball. Okay, and with this system now we can say, when you get here, drop target drop balls. And because we got so many drop targets, we probably gonna say something about drop target lock ball right here. Probably want to change that name a little bit more specific what mod we want. So let's put a T here, and like that I can call for T drop target lock ball. So with that said, now that we doing this, we can reset this to a delay of 0.2 second, and reset this because we don't gonna need this anymore. And because all this is being off, nothing should come from this line because we already got enough time to continue the game with the locking ball. And now this, it will set up, you need to set up what is the condition of the locking ball. So now we got the locking ball. Okay, we got locking ball variables, and we need to turn on lights of the locking system. We need to drop the wall, and we need to drop the target that is from the scoop on the left side, which is this one right here. That one, it got an automatic drop system that I can call and drop this one, and this one as well. So because I want to control the drop of this, and then we need to register when the ball get in here, and we have to register when the ball already get here, so we count the ball lock. Okay, and also because this has never been done in my machine, we basically need to figure out after what sound we're gonna deal with it, what and what scene what we wanna what we wanna say and show on the widget. But of course, when we get to that point, I will get and show you guys how I do it. But for now, let's do the basic, which is already we got on this point where we're gonna start the lock ball, and we can track when that is get hit and is activate that mode as well. So first of all, we want to do this once, and that's one of the things that we have to do. We have to also get some timer. So basically, we're gonna get a copy of the timer here. Okay, and this is probably gonna be down here. So first thing we're gonna do is this is active this, and then this is gonna run the timer for checking uh if we got any drop, or I had to think light because one of the things we're doing is scoop. So this is the last scoop that we got on our what we copy and paste it. So what we got here is the extra civil. So when we get inside there, we can call extra civil and multiply that extra civil sound. And then on the bottom here, we got the ones, add some points, wait, left drop target relief activated. That means that the ball get inside there without any other permission, basically. Because if the ball get inside there, that means that it is this, or it need to release the drop. This is what we're gonna use. This is drop release. That's what gonna release the drop. It will wait 1 second, so wait till the ball get out, and then it will activate the scoop to kick out the ball, and it will wait 2 seconds, and it will reset this. So if the ball is still there, it will continue doing this point here and all this, and it will up to where it got kicked. So basically over here is what we have to uh, get a sequence. So when it check this, also kick the ball when we won, or in this case we actually won the ball get out, but this is actually left scoop activated and released. So when we got this active, I think that the release will when this is get active, we will uh plunge that uh, target up. So we need to find out where. So we had to want to keep that target down up to that ball get inside there when we release it over there. So let's go back here. One of the things that we had to do when this is happening is that that, let me take this out, that we need to drop that drop target, uh, drop target. So right here, it should be, what is the, let me copy from there. I think it's easier. Drop release. That's what it's called. I put, let me copy it, easier. One of the things what we need is drop release. And we also need this. Let me find out where it is. Because I think if the check mark is on, this is gonna be down up to reset. So, but I want to keep it down up to the ball, uh, up to we get that lock ball register. So let me search that out. So you can see we got it on traditional, kind of the same way. And over here we got set and get. So let's see the get. So yeah, so right here is, so this is our drop number one target, and that's why it got here, because if this is active, what it's gonna do is it will increase the time to release that drop target activation. So we basically give it 1.5 second to release, and instead uh uh coming down. So let me see right here, drop target activated. So this is what active, that target go back up. And let's see, so yeah, so this is basically giving time, so when this is get fall, it will come through this here and it will activate it. So if this is on, if I keep this on, I also had to add a trigger here, so I don't want to kind of activate this all the time. Or I can do a, also I can do a gate here. So whenever I in that mode, I want to keep this gate open so it don't do anything except the locking ball. So we can do that way as well. But the thing only will, well, we not doing targets anymore. We are not doing battle because we already have multi-ball or locking ball. So yeah, I think that we can leave it the way it is. We can still using any of these. And the only thing we had to kind of work around is gonna be here, because if we keep this active, the the ball, it will give you one more time here. So I can probably do a lock here. So we continue using all the other function in case we are in that situation. And then when we close that, it will continue doing the regular trigger, and it will active the target, and it will pop out the target again. Okay. So with that said, okay, where we at? We need to, we got the release. So the first thing that we're gonna do is release that drop target right there and release the one above. So let's go back to switches. Let's go back to all the switches, because I don't think I copied that one. So right here, we got the ball pass, and right here, diverter pass, diverter down. So when I call diverter down, this is a function that I have here. There we go. Oh, right here. Diverter arcade down. So let's see what I got here. Nothing. Yeah, I didn't use this in arcade. Let's see. Right here. Diverter activated in 3 seconds. It will reset. So basically, the only thing is that I got here is just checking some functions before I get to activation. So what I'm gonna do is I can call for this without even even do anything. So because I can use it, nothing is bad in here. Everything's gonna be false here because we this is for missions, other mission that I was doing. So let's call diverter down right here on wait tradition and other. I'm gonna call diverter down, diverter down right here. So basically, this is the first two things we had to do. So when we get active the mode, or we will call this, we will get this two thing down, and then we also want to active the light. So the best way to say we can find these lights, it's going to arcade mission, and over here I got the LEDs check targets, and we can see here that we got the right targets, the right arrows, and this is the aiming right arrow, and this is the one where we want. So we want right, no, left. We got that one. We want this the center because we want to lock there, and we got the left. So okay. So because here we are blinking the red one, we want lock balls most of the time is green. In every machine, I mean, it makes sense. It's like something good. So let's do. Let's find the green one. So let's get inside here and let's find green. So this is white, this is red, and this is green right here. So it's a main controller number 6, and we're gonna copy this, actually copy this tree, copy and paste. Let's see if copy, and we're gonna come back here, and this is gonna be down here because I wanna keep this light on and flashing whenever this is on. Okay, so this is something that we will set after here, and we're gonna let me do a branch here. One of the things what we want to do is keep those light flashing on and off. Let's do a 0.5 second and turn on. Let's put it like that. It's better to track and off. So basically every second we're gonna do this, and I think I don't want to do that, but and also we need to find another light. Let's find this is right over here is the left aiming arrow right here. So we need the green light as well as this, and it's gonna be right here, green, and we're gonna do the same thing to this one. So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna put it here on the side of this. So if you want to pass, I don't know why it's not copy sometime. It's right here actually. This is the green 24. Copy, and let's go back tradition mode and paste that there. There you go. So this is a dot that stay away. So now we can also say here, continue with the same thing here. No, wait. No, no, not from here. Because it's not, it's gonna be like beep, 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 beep. And I mean, it can be good, but just do it like that. It's not 0.5 and then turn off 0.5 and come back on. So that's gonna be the second for the lights. And now, so every tick, it will on, off, on, off, on, off. So every second. So we're gonna do it every second. So also I can do a delay here and say, every second. Oops, I did just do that. Or I can, whatever this is it. So let me get this new event, and I'm gonna call it target or locking ball slash target slash t slash timer. So there you go. Now, when we get this in progress, and also we need to promote this because we want to turn off this whenever we are training balls. So we're gonna call this same thing, locking balls, target, get timer. Oh, timer. Oh, I put 2S instead 2L. There you go. So there you go. Now, basically, when we call this, pulse is gonna down. This is have to do once, and of course we have to do some more because as soon this is get down, then I gotta uh to, 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 I got an action for the diverter. Let me see, where is it? That when the diverter is calling, okay, diverter activated, diverter down, and diverter. Oh, wait. This is what actually activate the diverter, and this is what release the diverter. Diverter release. This is what we need. Yeah. So why? What I put the oh yeah. Oh no, I got derivative. This is not. It's diverter release. There you go. Diverter is release. Reverter release. There you go. And then if I got diverter is release, it do action. So where is the diverter? Should be in all switches event diverter. Now, okay, diverter is release. I don't have nothing here. Okay. So because every time, let me search this, but I'm very sure now what it is. So diverter is down means that the diverter is actually down, and it will trigger when it's down and telling the computer, "Hey, we are down. We are down. What do you want me to stay there or do something?" So basically, if for some reason the ball hit the diverter and it come down and it trigger down, this is will trigger, and if any of those action are trigger, the diverter will come back up because it have to be up and not down. So now we had to also set uh, a boolean saying that you know what, the diverter is down. So yeah, you can see it right here. So Arduino receiver number 6, diverter is down. So when we go here, this is the Arduino call saying, you know what, the diverter equal open, and now the or Unreal Engine take over and say diverter is down, and that will come here. And if this sequence is off, that's why it's some trigger, because in the missions, regular missions, if you are in phase 3 or mission 3, it will stay down up to whatever you take these out off. So basically, that's another thing that we had to take care now, and is when this is trigger. Oh, when this is trigger, before we release that, we need to say, hey, we want, or you know what, player book loud. Yeah. So basically, yeah. We don't have to do it. We can use this. We can use player star target lock mode on. So we can do is, let's go back to, let me close this. We don't need this one. We don't need this one, and we don't need this one. So what we can do is simple that, is in all switches. what we can do is just add it here, a branch, and say if this mode is active. Just broke the sequence and don't do nothing. We want to do this when this is off. Simple as that. That's it. There you go. That's what we need. So basically, remember that it get active here, and as well every time that the players start, it will set whatever is setting here. So it will basically come up as soon the players say, yeah, I don't need to lock balls. So it will it will say to false that, and the diverter will come up. So we got that out of the way. Now, okay. So we got drop target, release that, release the diverter, release the drop, release the diverter, and now we got our lights going on. So what we have left, we need to also do some timing here. Oh, I can put 1 second. I just need to lock it here, and just 1 second, gonna do whatever. We need to track the locking ball, and then when we got both lock, we need to say, hey, start getting the other part of the section that is get to the mech lab, and then from the mech lab we start a fight. So to do that, this is the next step here. We first need to lock the ball. So we lock the ball. Let's say we get to the scoop. Boom, here it is. So we get to the scoop. Okay. And then also, oh, I need to put that trigger over there for this. So if we get that down, what was it? It was on drop targets. Oh, down here, right here. So right here. So I need to do this, and we had to interrupt this to go false. So what we need to do is say if this is true, just don't do this. And what is true is this. So if this is true, it will prevent. So when this is saying, hey, wait a minute, we don't have. This is how. No, I'm thinking wrong. Let me put this back. Let me get this out, and let me bring this up there, because I had to disturb the whole thing. So when this is true, it just don't do nothing. Just leave that down and do nothing, because it's not, it's gonna be like getting crazy points for all the sequence that it need to do here, and I don't want that. So if this is true, just ignore it, don't do nothing, stay there up to this go false, because you're in locking mode. So if you get any target random there, you will not be able to hit it, and you probably have to hit the bumpers to kill it instead going to the scoop, because you're gonna earn locking ball. So okay. Uh, so see me one. All right. So now let's go back here, and I got intruder here. All right. So we got. Let me see. locking ball, drop, release. Now we got that out of the way on the switches. 1 second. And oh, we should go back to scoop. So now that we got that out of the way, we had to wait that ball get in the scoop. This is off, so we don't worry about that. And the second thing we're gonna do is call for bonus. I mean, give you some points. Set this to release the drop target, and then we're gonna take it, launch the ball, activate the ball, and then go back. And because what we can do is instead just do that, we can say we had to bring a branch and say if this is true, if this is false, which is the same thing. Where is it? Okay, if this is true, just do nothing, but do something. If, let's see, it will do this if ball lock 1 is equal 1, equal 0, equal 0, because so if it's equal 0, okay, that means that if it's not if it's equal 0, we're gonna do this. But before do this, we have to as well add 1. Where is it? Player won't run. Da da da. Where is it now? Go log 1. If it's 0, we're gonna add. Just get 1 here. We're gonna add 1. Set to 1. And now we got drop target lock ball 1 complete. And then we can reset that and do that. And because we got 1, we should be good to go. If it's not, so if we drop a ball, I don't think we're gonna need this. Let me see. Let's just do that. So if we hard this, just add a new ball, and that's it. That's all we need. Add a new ball, and then scoop that ball back out. So, and then one thing, and then the second thing will be the diverter, the ball pass. I think I have to go here. I'll switch it. No, this is arcade. And okay, right here, when the ball pass, I need to set a new diverter pass like this one. So we can do whatever we want and say if this is false, and this is true. So basically active mode now, right here in the beginning. And I've been doing a lot. Is it? Oh, right here, tradition mode. Then we're gonna go traditional here. Oh, switches. And let's go create a new add custom, and we're gonna say diverter ball pass additional. Okay, so now we can go back to all mode switches and just reference that here, diverter ball pass T and this is gonna go to that. And now if the ball pass over here, the only thing we had to do for now, if the mode is active, is the blocking lock is active, we will set the second ball to 1. And that's it. That's 2 ball. We don't have to do nothing because that will go to the scoop, to the scoop, and that's it. What we're gonna need to do now is that because we got the thing, we had to make a math here. Very simple. We have to bring this one and this one and say if this one equal and greater than 1, if this one equal and greater than 1, we will engage the attack. The thing, the MW5. Okay, so basically we're gonna do 2 branches, and then if is true is A is equal or greater. So if this one is true and this one is true, we will do the next step. So this is basically our end. Finally, how long? Oof, I'll stay more than I was thinking, but yeah, it's required because the way that we had to develop everything on this mode, because I never have any lock ball on this machine, and now we get to complete the locking balls count, which is, oh, this had to be 1, don't forget it. So when balls are locked more the 1, that means that I'm saying this because just for if you asking yourself why I did that, I will say that, let's say that the ball passed 1 time and this is on, it will register 1. Well, my bad. I was thinking wrong. I was thinking that I'm +1, +1, +1, but I will set it to 1. So no matter how many times it will set to 1, and that was the reason. I'm overthinking. And same thing to here on target. I think so. I did the same thing. So no, scoop. Where is the scoop? Right here. So in the scoop, every time that this happen, it will set to 1. So no matter how many time pass, it will stay on, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and it will pump out the ball right away. And one thing that I need to do, that now I'm thinking, is that when this is happen, the light need to go off. And that's very simple because I need to register another one here, and I got the light here, or yeah, I got the 2 light here. So the only thing that I had to do, this is the green for, I don't remember. Let me see. Let me go back here because this is light 2. Oh, A6 is this the top one, but let me make sure what it is. So this is the left aiming. Left aiming is the light number 24, and the other one is the one is cup. So basically what I need to do, this is light 24, this is the left one, and this is the other one. So basically the left one is number ball 1 lock. So what I need to do is basically a branch here and say if this is true, do this. If it's not, just turn off the light. Okay. So, and basically what I need to do, if this is true, no, it's backwards basically. Because if I'm gonna use this, it's backward. So if it's false, continue, and if it's true, turn off the light. What is log 1? There you go. Same thing to this one. If it's false, continue, and if it's true, turn off the light. And like this, when when this is checking all the time, it will check what is the value of this. So every time that this is uh, return false, it will continue to turn on the light back and forward every second. But if as soon as it go through, that means that this is gonna get active, the light go off, and that light is not gonna be green anymore. So like now you know that you don't have to go to that shot. Simple as that. So yeah, I think this is way long already, but hope you like it and hope you're understanding what I'm saying. If you have any questions or any suggestion, please just type it on the comment, and I'll be glad to check it out and do whatever is needed. If you like it, hit that thumb up, and I see you next. God bless.